Philippines Labor Employment Landscape Challenge, Compliance and Future Direction. Good morning, afternoon everyone. Today I want to walk you through the most pressing labor-related issues shaping the Philippines right now. Blending legal frameworks, real-world impact, and practical takeaways. I keep it conversational, sprinkle in some vivid examples, and make sure we hit the key points without drawing in jargon. Let's dive in. Number one, third, tiredness and absenteeism that hidden productivity drain. Why it matters, even a few minutes of lateness per employee can snowball into billions of pesos loss. Nationwide research show U.S. firms lost over 3 billion annually to tiredness alone, and the Philippines is immune, especially in a culture where timekeeping is always prioritized. Legal threshold. There no one size fits all minute count in the labor code, but courts have repeat, repeatedly upheld habitual tiredness as a just cause for dismissal. The twin notice rule. Notice to explain administrative hearing. Notice of termination must be so scrupulously followed, and records must prove to pattern is persistent. Employer toolkit. Clear policy spell out grace periods, deduction formulas, and progressive discipline step in the employee handbook. Documentation. Log every instance with time taps. A simple spreadsheet can become for 3D evidence. Fair application. Treat all staff uniformly. Inconsistent enforcement invites discrimination claims. Employee angle workers often cite person emergencies or transportation hurdles, but occasional illness may be excused. Chronic patterns stress termination, knowing the company policy and seeking flexible arrangement when possible can mitigate risk. Number two, AWOL versus abandonment. Spot the difference. Definition: AWOL is an endorsed absence that does necessarily signal intent. The intent to quiet abandonment requires both unjustified absence and clear overacts, showing the employee instead to sever the employment relationship. Proof requirements for abandonment. Employers must demonstrate repeated attempts to contact the worker through multiple channels: calls, texts, email, registered letters. A single message is rarely enough. Court look for patterns of disregard. Practical tip: before jumping to termination, issue a formal notice to explain and give the employee a reasonable window to respond. If they fail to engage, document ever outreach only, then can you safely classify the case as abandonment and proceed with due process. Half-day leaves and undertime gray areas in practice. Legal backdrop: the labor code does explicitly define half-day leave, but does mandate service incentive leave, and set rules for rest periods. Companies often embed half-day rules in internal policies, especially whether a morning absence could as tardiness and an afternoon absence at undertime. Take away undertime leaving early. It's automatically tardiness. It's a separate category under civil service rules and can trigger progressive discipline if it hits the 10 times amount threshold. Employer checklist drop and clear half-day leave clause. Align it with the twin notice rule for any disciplinary action. Keep meticulous attendance logs to difference enter time from tiredness. Security of tenure and just causes for termination. Fundamental right. Filipino workers enjoy constitutional protection against arbitrary dismissal. Termination must be for just cause. A gross negligence, habitual absenteeism, or authorized cause. And the redundancy like strict due process. Recent jurisprudence, the Supreme Court has overturned dismissal where employee failed to prove habitual neglect or where the employee presented valid justification. This underscores the need for solid documentation and fair hearing. Bottom line, employers can discipline even terminate for chronic attendance issue, but they respect procedural safeguards. Employees, meanwhile, should be positive in communicating reasons for lateness or absence to preserve their individual rights. 5. Emerging trends and future outlook. Digital time keeping and remote workload with attendance system are reducing manual error, but this is privacy concern. Companies must balance efficiency with data protection under the Data Privacy Act. B. Mental health sensitive policies growing. Awareness of mental health is promoting first adopt more compassionate leave frameworks, potentially reducing presenteeism and hiding absenteeism. C. Gig economy and labor flexibility platform workers. Rideshare drivers, freelance coders operate outside traditional employment contracts. Policymakers are debating how to extend security of enduring protection without stifling innovation. D. Enforcement rigor. Though inspection are become more frequent, especially in high-risk sectors like construction and manufacturing non-compliancy.
Na. Ako sunod.
How's it for?
Ligo.
Di ba?